What is up, everybody? Network here. We are back with some Rogue Discipline Priest. That's just, we got to do it. So, this comp we're playing into is a Feral Rogue, and it can be scary if they find me. Fortunately, Bukes pulls Feral out, but I do get Sap. So, this is scary. He trinkets immediately to get the double fear. Really important. We get double trinkets. Realistically, if my blind lands on Rogue, the game should be over. I just train Druid, blind Sap Rogue. Easy enough, but my blind misses because evasion. LOL, cry face. Maybe I need to be more patient, but it's hard to decide that. Anyway, so cheap shot kidney. My next goal is to stop their second cheap shot kidney go. So I see he cheap shots my priest. Now it's up to me to cheap shot before he can get his kidney off. I then gouge. Being someone who plays Rogue Feral, I understand how important the second cheap shot kidney is. So if I can give my priest a little space, maybe give us a chance with another fear, we should be good to go. So he's kidneyed, but the Feral isn't there to do damage. Rogues can't really solo priest through shields super easily. We'll kill the Feral and they go down. Props to these guys though, they are a pretty high rated Rogue Feral Druid team. And I know it's difficult, so let's go to the next game. Feral Druid Mage. This comp is interesting. You know, like I played against it season one when Zico and Soda Poppin ran it. I actually had Nightmare season one from it. I don't know if it's just because Zico's on a whole different level than most mages, but man, so this comp's become kind of popular. I know Soda Poppin and Grayson play it, so the only thing I can really see doing in this composition is killing Druid. Like, you can't really chase a mage. Good mages will kite you. So my goal here, I get Druid's Trinket. My next go is trying to just blind Druid and then getting a cheap shot kidney. And hopefully my priest can then double dot and we'll just kind of all in Druid. So I blind Druid. Obviously, it's not preventing damage on me right now. It's just really to set up. He's off stun DR. My go is going to be right here. I'll try to LOS the mage a little bit, but I want to be lined on my priest so he can dispel me if I do get sheeped. But the mage is just pumping me because he can't kill me. In this situation, I will get a rupture up. I'm just spamming Hemo. I just want to stay on top of him. I still have cloak. We overlap cloak and pain suppression. I just think I wanted to stay mobile and destroy this dude, but I didn't need to do that. I could have saved my cloak, I think, for a second. I trick it there, immediately get clone. The druid is going to try to get away. I'll deadly throw. It's up to my priest to kind of chase and finish. And in the live games, he says, you know, I'll take care of this. No, I don't think he said that exactly, but he kills the druid. He goes down, and yeah, just run down the feral druid. Try to LOS mage, but the goal is to get Druid's Trinket, blind him, and you can reset for a follow open with your priest. My disc hunter strat. So I love running down priests. It's really important that you and your priest work together and get a clean dispel. My priest pushes in, so this priest runs out of flare. Really important. Instead of kidneying here, because he has a lot of buffs up, I gouge, and I want my priest to fully dispel if he can. Inner fire is huge. He gets inner fire. I trinket scatter because I want to keep pressure up. I just pump off my kidney, immediate blind. Okay, so now he has to make a decision. He gets feared off of that. We force will of Forsaken. I immediately garrote. It's kind of go time, boys. Like, this is a really good opener. He pain suppressions, uses his belt. He's gonna get one flash shield off. My main focus right now, keep crypt, make sure my 5 wound stays up. My next kidney, he should die. Like, there's really nothing he can do. Kidney lands, game should be over. One thing I will say is I should have Fear Ward on me, and I should only ever will have Forsaken the Wyvern, but that's okay. This game is just kind of an example. That's how you can run down priests. You and your priest have to work together. We didn't even really use pain suppression. We stayed offensive. Make sure your priest is shadow or deathing the priest on cooldown, especially if the hunter uses scatter. It just the damage is going to help. And make sure he doesn't dot so you can immediately blind off your kidney. That's another one. A lot of people just try to all in immediately and it takes a little bit of time, but it's not too hard. Warrior Druid, my best worst friend. Bukes likes to play it a little bit differently than me, so I think that's going to be a learning curve for me. He likes going Warrior. I like going Druid. So I've been kind of practicing what he wants me to do. So in this, I'm going to pre-med Garrote Rupture. I want to shift 5 wounds up, like immediately. So boom, wound, 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 baby. Yeah, wound it up. And then the next move is going to be Shadow Step Cheap Shot, Gouge Kidney Druid. We fear off. So I get the cheap shot. Next is going to be Gouge. Off the Gouge, I will Kidney. And then I keep wound up, so we keep our 5 wound up. I'm trying to get crippling up, but it's just not happening. Druid's going to sit fear for a second. He then trinkets it. There's NS into 5 wound, so that's actually pretty good. If we just keep pressure rolling, we are chilling. I vanished here because I was imp hamstrung, and I really want to keep my wound up. It would have been nice if I could sap off of my blind. I think I should have blinded being a little bit closer, but the Druid was still in range, so I could actually blind. Ideally, we would have been able to blind fear, and then the game's for sure over. This just kind of put us in a situation where theoretically they could come back. I'm gonna say in this moment, I'm like, oh god, not like this, because if they come back from this, you're not feeling great. But I get my Shadow Step Shiv up, keep the 5 wound, he just dies. It's no biggie. It's a good game, it's fun. Alright guys, this is going to be the last game of this video. I appreciate you guys hanging out and watching all these. I genuinely appreciate all you guys. If you like what you see, I would appreciate if you would subscribe, hit the like button. It helps the channel out. It helps me out a lot. I have a goal to hit 2,000 subs by the end of the year. We're getting close. I think we're like 35 away as I'm making this. Pretty exciting. This comp is going to be Mage Rogue. Man, Mage Rogue kind of, it feels bad, right? And they're smart. So like if they want to, a good Mage Rogue doesn't want to play by that pillar. You know, they want to sap my priest. The mage wants to be coming out of invis. He wants to spam dispel my priest, and they'll open. And honestly, they should win the game. So my goal is to try to prevent that. This game is really strange. It's a really strange rogue mage game, which is why I wanted to end with it. It's everyone's just going to be super patient, which is not the case most of the time. And I'm sure the rogue's looking for me. I'm not really moving positions. This game was actually off stream, so you guys can't stream snipe me, feel it? I'm just kidding. I'm going to push around. I think eyes are coming up shortly. We got like 20 seconds on eyes. Like I said, sometimes you just got to be a little bit more patient. I would prefer my priest to 1v1 the mage and get some pressure rolling before I open. It kind of forces the mage to rethink some decisions, forces some mana. You know, if you can get the mage to run not likely, but in some of these games, it definitely comes down to that. So we are going to play eye. Buick's actually, I think, decides to jump down. So Mage has eye, or he will have eye here shortly. I'm like, shoot. It's kind of scary. Buick's pushes up. I think he gets combat. Yeah, it's really good. If we get combat, the Mage sees me. I'm like, oh, Lord. So I start running away. Mage hits the fucking craziest angle eye slants ever. Rogue opens me cheap shot, kidney. I trinket blind. I wait a second. I vanish his vanish. So that's... We didn't need to PS there, but also I don't think he realized that I was going to get away. Neither did I. So he's just going to push on the mage. And the whole thing is we don't have trinkets and we don't have pain suppression. So I need to find this rogue, or we're both scared. The rogue actually opens my priest. I'm super far away. There's not much I can do in this situation. I'm going to open priest. We get block immediately. Rogue opens, blinds me full. Man, sus, right? This sucks. So my priest is dead. You know what I mean? But luckily, Buick's did a lot of damage to the mage, and hopefully he can get the dispel. He's MCS, ugly. I'm sure you guys have all felt this way. Boom! Just fucking 2,700 on that guy. And then I run down the rogue. He has no trinket. Cheap shot kidney. It was a weird game, but yeah, that's not necessarily how you always want to play it. But if you can prolong the games, I think you're better fit if your priest can get the 1v1 situation, and then you can go mage. But I always prefer opening rogue immediately if they do open rogue. Appreciate all you guys. Hope you guys have a great Christmas break. I'll be posting more videos. I'm streaming a lot more. Peace.